Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Ethan Drew, and we're going to be doing another reaction and analysis today. I apologize for my brief absence. It's been almost 2 weeks since the last video. I've had a lot of things going on in personal life, but today we're going to be breaking down and listening to. We're going to be reacting to and breaking down VoicePlay's version of Drunken Sailor. Now, this song has been kind of overdone at times. Like, we've had a lot of people cover it before, just like Valhalla Calling, just like Wellerman, but VoicePlay is always being hyper creative with their arrangements, and I'm excited to see what they've done with it today. So before we jump right in, I'm going to tell you guys how this video is going to work. And for those that have not been to my channel before, hey, I'm Ethan Drew. I break down music, I react to it, and I also host podcasts with singers, instrument players, so like people that are guitarists, trombonists, you know, whatever. And then, yeah, that's kind of the gist of this channel, is helping you gain a better appreciation of the music that you like to listen to. Now, with that said, today's video is going to go as follows. There's going to be the first portion of the video where it's going to be a genuine reaction, where I don't pause, listen to it all the way through. I may comment, but I will not stop to comment. Then we'll transition into the breakdown and analysis portion of the video, where I will break down the music and I'll be pausing a lot on the way. Now, with that said, we're going to dive right in, and we will see you in just a second. Pew! Alright, folks, so we have arrived at the breakdown. No, we have not. We have arrived at the first time reaction portion of the video. Would not be a traditional Ethan Drew video without some mess up along the way. So we're going to listen to this all the way through without stopping, and I may comment, but like I said, I'm not going to be pausing until the next portion of the video. So with that said, we're going to see what VoicePlay has in store for us today. I am always excited to bring you something from VoicePlay, and they're just always being creative with everything they do. So with that said, let's jump in. I don't know why I said it like that, but let's jump in.
When up she rises early in the morning. What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor?
This is not at all what I expected it to be.
Drunken sailor. Early in the morning. When up she rises. When up she rises. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Early in the morning. When up she rises.
There's so much happening here. Wow, okay.
Stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe bottom. Stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe bottom. Stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe bottom.
Ooh, augmented chord. I can't keep up with this. This is too much going on. Ooh. Whoa. Yeah, whoa.
Souls aboard, old salts are we. We've raised the sails for open sea. Grind deep, we hold our keep, no matter sink or swim. Believe me, lads, the scallywag is 3 sheets to the wind.
I'm gonna carve his heart out.
And we should make him listen to VoicePlay while we do it.
You are a monster.
That's what we do with a drunken sailor. That's what we do with a drunken sailor.
That's what we do with a drunken sailor. Early in the morning.
Ooh, key change.
Rises, way up she rises. Way up she
Tempo
rises.
increase.
Early in the morning. She rises, way up she
I want to pause so bad. We need to chat, folks. Okay. All right, let's listen to this message at the end, and then we'll move on.
I tells him, I'm like, hey, I'm not drunk. I'm just tired because you simpletons been singing all night. Well, these harmonies aren't going to rehearse themselves, are they? Piss off! Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises, early in the morning. Once again, way up she rises.
Nice.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching our ridiculous version of Drunken Sailor. If you enjoyed the video, and you'd like to check out the behind the scenes, or listen to the karaoke version of the song, or just be a part of an amazing community of like-minded Aka folks, head on over to Patreon and sign up today for all of the voice play goodies you could ever hope for. The link is on the screen right now. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yo, this was insane. Okay, like, insane. This is wild. This was wild. 3 minutes of pure adrenaline in the form of music, folks. Yeah, alright. We need to chat, folks. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next portion of the video, where I break down what you're listening to, help you get a better appreciation for it. And like I said, there'll be a lot of pausing in this upcoming section, so keep that in mind as we move along. Also, while this screen is up on the screen over here, make sure you go check voice play out on all their platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Apple Music, Spotify. Go listen to their music, go check out their socials. They're amazing. Go check out their Patreon if you're interested in supporting them. They are putting out fantastic work. Also, after plugging them, I'm going to plug myself a little bit. Guys, if you're enjoying the content so far, make sure you drop me a thumbs up and drop a comment down below, even if it's just a smiley face. It helps me a lot with the algorithm, and it helps the content get pushed back to you, my viewers, as you want them. As you want them. That made no sense. Anyway, folks, let's not tarry any longer, and we will move right into the breakdown portion. See you over there. All right, folks, so we have arrived at the breakdown and analysis portion of the video, and this is a heck of a piece to try to break down. So a little bit of a disclaimer and caveat here: I am not going to be breaking down individual harmonies because that would easily put my video over 30 minutes, and I try to make sure that I keep my videos under 30 minutes to maintain audience retention. So I will try to draw my attention to as many of the cool nuances of the music as I can, and as much as I have time for. So with that being said, let's move on to the beginning again, and we're going to listen to this and break down what you're hearing.
When up she rises, early in the morning.
Okay, so I think we're in the key of D here. Just kidding. D minor. It sounds like we're in D minor here. At first it sounds like we're in the key of A, but we land on a D key, or D chord here. Early in the morning. So I'm almost positive this is a D minor, or this song is in D minor first to start out. That's a really cool chord right there. Go back and try to listen to all of the individual voices in this. Jeff slams a G1. Nice and meaty. Love it. It's crazy. When up she rises. He does that without trying at all. Love it.
Early in the morning.
Okay, so the style of this song to begin with, the original song, it's more of like a boom, boom, boom. It's literally more like a shanty, and you don't get that with this arrangement. But it's still very creative to do something this different. Normally, stuff like this doesn't necessarily belong, but it's just so well executed. It's a different feel compared to the original, but it's not so radically different that it doesn't sound good.
What will we do with a drunken sailor?
What will we do with a drunken sailor?
Also, a passing mention should be made to the beatboxing here. It's pretty incredible, the realism that is in these vocal percussion effects.
What will we do with a drunken sailor?
Early in the morning.
Way hey hey. Those way hey heys, they were on the offbeats, and that is not the case in the original song. In the original song with the shanty, it goes way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises. That's not how this is going here, but it's so nice. It's gritty, manly. I love it. It's not like the original, but I love it.
What will we do with a drunken sailor?
Early in the morning. Waking up, rises, waking up.
Boom, 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 boom. It's not like that at all in the original, but I love it. Very nice variation and creative touch.
Shave his belly with a rusty
A1 and chest from Jeff there.
razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Early in the morning.
Jeff touched on G1 very quickly there.
She rises. Waking up, she rises.
I was just talking about variation. Voice play kills it with variation. Look, we're not even a full minute into the song, and the percussion has already changed 3 times. Or it's changed twice from 3 different variations. And that's not the way it was not even 30 seconds ago. More variation. Lane, I'm telling you, Lane Stein is a seasoned beatboxer. I would say he's probably in the top 5 beatboxers of all time. Okay, maybe not all time, but we'll say definitely top 5 beatboxers in the acapella world. Period. Incredible vocal percussion, incredible punctuality in that percussion. It's just incredible.
Stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe bottom. Stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe bottom. Stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe bottom.
Ooh, there's the augmented chord. Okay, so I told you I wouldn't be stopping to... Oh, I just lost my progress in the video. Hang on a second. Where's my progress?
Stick him in a scupper.
Okay, right here. So, an augmented chord is whenever you jump up with a pitch, or I think it's where you... I'm trying to explain this in a way that isn't incorrect. Music scholars, you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but an augmented chord is essentially when you change the pitch of one or a few notes in a chord up a half step, and it creates this almost wonky feel. So you'll see what I mean when you hear
With a
this.
hose pipe bottom. Stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe bottom. Stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe bottom.
That note does not belong within the triad of the chord, so it creates some of this dissonance.
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning. That's some pretty fast lyricism there. And it's not that fast, and the original cover, just like I said before, more creative touches. Also, passing mention should be made to Caesar's diction in the way he's singing here. Very precise.
Stick him in his cupper with a hose pipe bottom. Stick him in his cupper with a hose pipe bottom. Stick him in his cupper with a hose pipe bottom.
Check it out. Listen to this again.
Stick him in his cupper with a hose pipe bottom.
Stick him in the hose pipe on him early in the morning. So that's not the pitches that's in the song, but I'm simply demonstrating his punctuality in what he's singing here. It is so incredibly accurate and precise. Like, he had to have spent hours and hours memorizing this and memorizing the part, because this kind of performance and recording, or this kind of audio recording, is indicative of someone who's very seasoned in the song and what their part is in the song, if that makes any sense at all. That was a bit of an augmented chord there.
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning. Love it.
Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter.
Ooh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so we have this really nice bass line. Obviously, the background vocals are great. Go back and listen to those in your own time. Make sure you kind of listen to the harmonies. Listen to each individual voice as best you can. It's incredible. But we're going to listen to this bass line here with Jeff right here.
Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter.
So he's at an A1 lowest right there in the chest, but then he descends. He descends into the basement here in just a second. Okay, so let's see what note he started. Let's see what note he switched into subharmonics to, or at.
Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter.
E1, I believe. Listen. Let's listen.
Bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter.
Yeah, he starts at an E1 and then descends chromatically to a D1. So it goes E1, E flat, D sharp 1 to D1. And that's just... to have that clean as subharmonics is just ridiculous. Especially to be able to descend from that E to a D chromatically. So much control. So much control over his voice. And it's such a thick D1 subharmonic too. That has got to be the thickest D1 subharmonic I've ever heard Jeff do, because he's done a couple of others in some of his individual music. But I still think this D1 in particular is probably the most monstrously thick one that I've ever heard Jeff do. It's impressive. That is stupid thick. I love it. So much control.
Captain's daughter, put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter.
And also, just to mention the transition from chest voice into subharmonics right here. It's so smooth, so incredibly precise and it's so fine-tuned that if you didn't know what a subharmonic was, you would consider this chest voice and you would just think this man is the lowest voice on earth. And you would be considered that all of it is chest voice. It's just that thick, and it's so precisely fine-tuned, and Jeff is so good at this transition and how clean the subharmonics is. That's just... The transition is just phenomenal.
The captain's daughter, put him in the bed with the captain's daughter.
It's just so thick, man. That's awesome. Those woes and the BGVs here, the background vocals. Listen to these, folks. More variation. Perk cuts out pretty much completely here.
Immortal souls are we. We've raised the sails for open sea. We ride deep, we hold our keep, no matter sink or swim. Believe me, lads, the scallywag is preaching to the wind.
I love the part trading here on the lead. It's not often that you get, it's not too often that you get everyone getting their own little section every few seconds in voice play covers. It's usually, everyone usually gets their own section, but they're a little bit more extended. This one is, in this one, it's like, there's a bit more balance, but each and every person's section doesn't last quite as long as they would normally in most other covers. But I like it because it just, everyone gets, seems like they're getting a little bit more airtime.
And we should make them listen to voice play while we do it.
You are a monster.
That's what we do with a drunk.
And then I believe we go to halftime here. Either we go to halftime or we slow way the heck down in tempo.
Drunken sailor, that's what we do with a drunken sailor.
That's what we do with a drunken sailor.
These chords are amazing. Chords and harmonies are amazing. And we have a half step up increase in... We have a half step up key change. We are now in the key of E flat or D sharp minor.
Rises way and up she rises. Way and up she rises early in the morn.
And the increase in tempo here, which is the pace of the music, the speed, if you will. Whenever you when you slow down like that, it's used to induce almost a release of tension, and then as you're speeding it up, it's used to induce a sense of rising tension. So it goes da 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 da.
Up she rises.
Also a really thick E flat D sharp 1 subharmonic here from Jeff. Listen to that again.
Up she rises.
Way up she rises. That's not an original rhythm, but I love it. It works. Voice play is always good at pulling stuff off that would never normally work. More beatbox variation here. Yeah. It's just a wall of sound at this point at the end to kind of finish off the piece. I love it. Folks, this was incredible. Not that voice plays work at any capacity is not incredible in any other way, but this was complicated. Okay, alright, so that's going to be the end of today's video. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, like I said at near the beginning of the video, I would appreciate it if you would drop me a thumbs up, subscribe, drop a comment, even if it's just a smiley face. It helps with the algorithm, and it helps push the videos back to you, my audience. And if you are enjoying the content on the channel, you are gaining appreciation for the music that you like to listen to, a better appreciation for it, and you want to see more content like this, I encourage you to check out my Patreon page, where you can support me as little as $1 a month, and I have much higher plans if you feel like you want to be that generous. Not required to enjoy the content at all, and I have no hard feelings for you if you do not wish to support the channel in that way. Anyways, that's going to be the end of today's video. I love you. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you in the next one. Bye. Phew.